If you're new to Minecraft, relatively new to Minecraft, or been playing for a while and coordinates are still kind of confusing to you, then this video is definitely for you. So without further ado, let's find out. Welcome back, everyone. VegasFig1965. As I mentioned earlier, this video is definitely for the folks that are very unfamiliar with the coordinates or relatively new to the game. This video will definitely help. As in the overworld, we have north, we have east, we have south, and we have west. And when you move in a certain direction, those coordinates are going to change. Now, for the Bedrock folks, you can always set up these coordinates to be shown on your screen, usually on the top left, just by opening up settings and having that shown. And you'll see that. A lot less information. You're just going to have the coordinates up there. On the Java side, you press the F3 button and your coordinates will show up on the left, about the middle, and it'll also show up on the right. Now, the right side is the actual targeted block that you're standing on. For example, we started out at 0, 0. I just figured it'd be a lot easier to explain it this way. And on the left side, pretty much the same thing, but it's going to be at eye level. That's why you see that middle number different than the one on the right. So eye level for me, for the Y, which is the height, is 84. And if the targeted block that I'm standing on is 83. The X coordinates relate to the east and to the west. The Z coordinates that you see there relate to the north and to the south. Moving in any direction is going to change those numbers. And wherever you decide to spawn in or in a new world, I suggest that once you've picked a place, write down those coordinates for your home. That way you can always find your way back, especially using this tutorial will help you find your way back. So if we move in the north direction, all of our coordinate numbers for the Z coordinate, that's the third one. If you look on the right, we're going to use that one. It's a lot easier to see. That says -5. That's because I'm targeted that block. So if we move in that direction, it's going to continue to go negative. Even if you started out, let's say, for example, at positive 3,500. If you continue to move north, that number will continue to decrease until you get into the negative numbers. Same if you go to the south, those numbers will always go positive. Now on the Java side, you'll actually see where it says facing south. That's about the third line below those XYZ that you see there. It'll tell you the direction that you're actually facing. So by writing down the coordinates of your home where you actually have set up and want to make sure you find your way back, you'll be able to find it by using these coordinates. Now, if we move to the east, you'll see the X coordinate. That's our first number on the far left in about the middle of the screen, or the targeted block. First number as well, you see it says 5. We'll start at 0. We move that direction. All the numbers for east are going to be positive for the X, but to go west, it's going to be negative for the X. So every time we move, numbers will decrease until we get into the negative numbers. Now I set something up here. I set up a little biome, a little mini biome, and it is a little mesa biome. I also set up like a little home, just a bed, and we're going to try and find that. Now the little house or the bed that I set up is at positive 35. That's the X, either left or right you can look at. And the Z coordinates are negative 35. So if I need to find my house, I need to go east, which to 35. So if you're watching the numbers, you'll see we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We keep going until we get to 35. Oh, we got a wall in the way. But we also know we need to go to a negative number because we are at a positive number on the Z. You see we're still at 0, so we need to go to negative 35. So we will go north, as you can see north, and we'll follow this north line all the way up to negative 35. And now we're still at 27 on the X. That's that first number, and we need to get to 35. So we'll turn and go east. And you can see right here is our home, or the little bed. I also set up a mesa, so we'll start fresh. We'll go back over here again. Now the mesa is set up at -13 and positive 41. Now, minus 13 is the X coordinate, our first number, so we need to get to negative 13. Going negative numbers from 0 means we need to go west. So let's go west to 13. Now we're at 13. We can stop there and we need to go south, which is a positive number, South always is positive, and we're currently at 0. We need to go to 41. So we'll turn south. As you can see on the Java side facing south, the third line below, we'll continue on that line until we get to 41. Of course, we're going to run into obstacles like we just did, so we'll have to go around that obstacle, come back around. We were looking for negative 13 on X. We're there. Now we need to find positive 41, so we'll keep going, and there's our mesa. We found it. It is that easy with coordinates. Just make sure you write down any interesting landmarks or places that you have been to that you want to save, or places like your home that you want to save. That way, whenever you need to find your way around, it's very, very easy using those coordinates, so you won't get lost. Now, the nether is pretty much the same way, only you don't have a sky, but they do have positive, negative coordinates. Once you make your portal, I strongly suggest that you write down the coordinates for that portal by looking at those coordinates that you're either standing at, like this, on the far right, or just write the ones you see down on the left. Either way, at any rate, when you get close enough to those coordinates, you're going to see your portal. Just like in the overworld, get close enough, you'll see the mesa. Close enough, you'll see the house. Just remember those numbers. West is negative for X, positive for east. Going south is going to be positive for Z. Going north is negative for Z. That way you'll always be able to find your way around and find your way home. And as I mentioned, in the nether, it is exactly the same way. Again, just write down your coordinates of your nether portal when you first spawn in, go exploring, and then look at your coordinates to get yourself back home, because it's very, very easy to get lost. Well, I hope you found this video helpful in your Minecraft world, and if you did, click the like button. If you want to subscribe for past or future videos, click that subscribe button. It really helps me and lets me know that I provide great quality content for you guys each and every week. So until next week's video, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.